Welcome to the Coast N Tiki Podcast, a unofficial guide to coasting theme parks, roadside attractions, unique dining, and escapism from that corporate grind. Let's get this show coastin'. Tonight's show may contain occasional adult language. Listeners' discretion advised.
Welcome to the Coast N Tiki Podcast, where we cover dining, theme parks, and basically a bunch of other shit.
Yeah.
Because
not AI.
It's totally not AI.
We do not support AI here, guys.
We don't.
I'm gonna become AI next time.
Or become AI. So like Skynet over here. Oh, so what have you been up to, Bryce?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. And we didn't plan this out or anything. I just came back from Kings Island for a weekend, and it kind of reminded me how much better I like it than Cedar Point because I didn't feel like I was baking alive in the sun for 10 hours. They actually got shade there. I was able to get on rides without having to wait 3 hours
Or
on a
get
weekend.
stuck on it?
Or just no, I did get stuck on it. That was kind of embarrassing. No, that's like the fourth time that's happened now, right? I don't know. Okay, maybe this sounds weird. I kind of want it to happen, like to me, like because I just want to be like just chilling up there. Just think about like the aura you have up there. You're just like, yo, like I'm on the ride and you ain't.
You want to be facing the ground?
Yeah, those restraints are pretty nice. I mean, it's like the vibe.
I freaked out the first time I went on that. I think I scared Tay over there.
I mean,
he's never seen me freak out so hard.
But like, I think you'd get used to it after being up there for 20 minutes.
I mean, fair enough, but still.
But isn't that like that's the whole vibe of it though? Like you're supposed to be like getting sacrificed. That's perfect.
Yeah, well, I really hope the sound doesn't skip on that either, because that would be scary as shit just to keep hearing. Prepare to meet your doom, 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 doom.
And then the rock and roll music while being stuck up there.
Yeah, the death metal stuff out of sync while you're just hanging there.
That would be kind of epic.
That's what I'm saying. That's the vibe. Dude, I was
crazy.
what is it? We got to the end of like the break front of Banshee, and we were like one train away from getting in to the station, and we were like, oh yeah, it broke down or whatever, and they started sending maintenance people down our way, and I'm like, oh my god, we're gonna get evac from this ride. This is so exciting, even though it's like 10 feet for us. And instead, they walked all the way down there. I heard them move a piece of metal down there, and then they were in the station for like 20 minutes, and they were like all clear, and we're like, oh man, they're not gonna evac us. And then nothing happened. And then they waited another 5 minutes and did it again. We moved, and I was like, well, I just baked in the sun for 20 minutes. I didn't even get anything out of it. Not even like a little walk or something. Those restraints are awful, but no, they're really nice. Like they're like as opposed to a different like inverted coaster with the hard restraints. It was really nice with those vest restraints, except for when you're sitting there for 20 minutes pressing against your collarbone. That is not very nice.
Yeah, I could see that.
I'll play the devil's advocate. I hate Banshee.
What?
Banshee is like the most pointless inverted coaster to me.
Why? That thing just flips over and over again. That's like perfect.
Yeah, that's the point. There's like
the
no
vibe.
swooping or anything. It's just like whoop, upside down, whoop, upside down.
But the 0G roll going into the valley is like that's peak. That's peak inverted coaster mechanic. I mean they are. But it's like that's better than like watching my head get like blown off by the stupid like over the shoulder chunky ones. No, when people say, "Oh, you just got to do this and you got to do this in order to like enjoy this ride," I shouldn't have to have a system in order to like actually like the ride. This is ridiculous.
That just reminded me of SpongeBob, where they're like, "It's not this, it's not this, it's this," with all the squigglies and all that.
Oh, that's the Mrs. Puff episode. I like that one.
The Miss
Peak
Puff
SpongeBob.
episode.
Back in the OG SpongeBob days, no one knows the Bob like I do. Oh, the rock bottom coaster. Since we're this is like the theme park thing. The rock bottom coaster, Mall America.
Yeah, the rock bottom. Well, we'll get to that. Continue.
Oh, the park.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was bad. I already forgot we were talking about that. Yeah, no, it was just great. It was like I never really waited longer than 40 minutes, except for we had to get our legendary, as they say, Beast Night ride, and I forgot that the fireworks shut down the ride like 30 minutes early. and we were stuck in the cattle shack thing, and it was so hot in there. We didn't even have room to sit down. It was ridiculous. We sat there for like 30 minutes because they shut down at like 9:30, and the fireworks went off for 4 minutes at 10. They opened it at 10:30. Like, we waited an hour for them to set off 4 minutes of fireworks, but it was so hot, and we finally were able to get on the ride, which it was worth it. Kind of. But,
Jesus Christ,
you
that
know.
had to be a midnight
Mm.
ride. Or close
Nah,
to
just
it.
enough time to get to Buffalo Wings and Rings.
I forgot all about it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but it's like, now it's got replaced with something that's like, I like think it's better. So I don't know. I'm not too mad about it, to be honest. I forgot to
that's
get
like,
the Saratoga chips, I think they were. The ones like the good ones, they're homemade things. I forgot to get those.
I
I
mean,
was a
we
little
heck,
disappointed.
there's a particular place.
Do not look up where the old Buffalo Wings and Rings is in the Detroit area.
Yeah. Don't do it.
You'll
It's
be banned
definitely
from listening.
not
Probably.
close to any of our locations. Just
Yeah, we
don't
drove an hour to get to
do it. But yeah, I mean that's cool. So probably got some good rides on Onion or the Orion.
We kept calling it Onion, and my one friend was like, "Is that its real name?" And I went, "Yeah, it's its real name." And then he like, when we finally got to it, he's like, "Oh, you mean Orion?" No,
Orion?
I do not mean Orion.
Like Lake Orion?
Yeah, it's like Lake Orion, which should be Lake Orion, but I'm not
Lake
gonna
Orion?
start that.
Yeah, well, Michiganders always just screw up names.
That's like our thing.
the
Well,
time.
that and like the really long goodbyes, like the Midwestern goodbye.
Yeah,
my
the
God.
one where you go to say goodbye, then you start talking, then you go to say goodbye again, then you keep talking.
Mm-hmm.
The
I remember as a
Midwestern
kid,
goodbye.
we'd always like, so we would like get my parents and their parents to like talk as long as possible, so that because we knew we had another like 45 minutes if we were able to do it, and it literally worked without fail. It was perfect. I didn't realize that was what it was called until I was older, but it's like, and honestly, I do the same. So I'm not a hater, but it's like we like would game the system. That's how you get your more time.
You don't realize you do it. It just kind of happens.
Yeah, it's like, oh, they're coming over at 8 to go pick up their kid or whatever. It's like, okay, that's cool. And now it's 9:30. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Any
Yeah.
their
They had
advertising?
a food and wine festival that we did not participate in at all. But
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know where it was at. I saw a sign at some point and I lost track of where it was. I think it's by the Eiffel Tower, but I can't tell you any more than that because I have no clue. I think it's on the left side.
Oh,
It's like in their
okay.
there's like a little pavilion thing over there, kind of. Yeah, that's where it was. We didn't
Side.
do that though.
Closer to
Yeah.
or Adventureport, somewhere
Yeah, it's
out that
closer to
way.
Adventureport. I think it's like a little path between there. Oh, I forgot that's new. That was I saw a sign at the front gate saying, "Oh, it's new," and I'm like, "Okay." It did. I literally forgot that that was a thing. I might have walked past it 4 times and I never looked. But I figured it'd be
Well,
open for Winterfest, so maybe it's not like.
I
Well, I mean, it's
mean,
inside, so I would hope, but you never know. Probably would be, yeah. Oh,
even on a
which
slow
is,
day.
I mean, that's not terrible for like Cedar Point standards, but like Kings Island, that's a long line. That probably is why there's no lines in the park. I got a picture of it. There's a few cranes out there right now, and it looks. I don't think they've done much, but there is a crane out there, and there's a couple like things that they've taken down already.
That is interesting with the cranes because I know for many years by Banshee, they've always been speculating on what they could possibly do with the station that's still left of Sotheby's. The track is still in the freaking station.
Is it?
Like, yeah, the wooden track that the ride used to go through in the station is literally there. And they used it for a couple Halloween Horror Night. Not Horror. Oh my God, that's Universal. Halloween Haunt. That's Kings Island.
Let me see if I got a picture because I took a picture of it when I was walking by.
I'd be interested on it. I mean, I don't know what they could add. I think it's weird that that's their first spot they're looking at to build, especially when we thought Vortex was going to be replaced. Like,
Oh yeah,
10
the
years
wood
ago.
track is still in there. That's so weird. But they've cleaned up the station. All the stuff that was like, that they had walls up. They took the walls down, so now it just looks like a clean open station again. That would be very interesting. I think it's good. I feel like they've got to use this for something. Well, then nobody's gonna find it. Like, it's so hard to find that stuff out there. Like, there's one sign for the bat, and then that's just like the end of it. Yeah. Sorry,
Well,
my dog's
interesting.
doing whatever he feels like. Oh yeah, Magic Sea. Okay.
I'll have to look it up. Somebody on the TikTok channel was telling me, but supposedly I don't know if it's like seat 3 or something. Like as long as you're not on a wheel seat on Blue Streak, that thing is actually smooth.
I have noticed that before. Now that you say that, because I remember one time I really enjoyed it, but then every other time it's just been like, oh, what is this? Yeah, Magnum. I want to like Magnum. Like I really really do, but it's so the whole second half is just like they're triangles. The hills look like triangles.
They're
And
Doritos.
they hurt. It's like, why? But then I've had times where it's like, oh, this is enjoyable. And then, the next ride is like, this is the worst thing I've been on the entire day. I don't know what it is about that ride.
But I will say that I still think it's more intense than Millennium. Millennium, I felt I don't know. Millennium feels forceless to me.
It's earned that nickname over time.
Yeah, I don't know. And also, like, seatbelts. That test seat makes absolutely no sense because I probably had, and no joke, there is probably at least for me, there was at least probably 4 inches of slack on the test seat. And once I got up to the station, it was like a perfect click. So I'm not sure what's up with that. I thought they said they were going to go replace the stuff, or replace the seatbelts at the test seat.
They said any time in like this the upcoming weeks, which is probably the end of the season. But
I mean, I guess that's usually what happens. Maverick, great as always. Steel Vengeance. I don't know. I feel like as I'm getting older, it's feeling more rough to me on the legs, but
you're getting old.
it's okay. And then I had to just to see how the meta glasses did. I did ride Rougarou and Corkscrew.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, so I was able to take those glasses on everything at the park, and the only 2 rides I thought they were gonna like break off was on Rougarou and Corkscrew.
Is it just from like the sheer like ear obliteration? I was having that same problem on N and Vertigo. Like I had the glasses straps in, I genuinely thought my glasses were coming off. And they started sliding on my face like twice during that ride. And I was like, why this one? But it's all the head banging.
Yeah, I don't know. I would say they need to try and change out those restraints, but I already saw what happened when they tried to do that at Six Flags New England for their inverted boomerang, and they never got the thing to work. Even though I'm sure a better ride eventually replaced it. Well, I mean, actually, Quantum Accelerator replaced it, but I've heard that thing has also been valleying. Everything wants to valley.
How is it valley? It's like 10 feet tall. How's that even physically possible?
The launch isn't strong enough.
You can literally go push the ride.
Mid-eastern wind just blowing across all of Massachusetts.
Oh, the nor'easters.
Nor'easter. It's stretching like 3 hours across the open land of Massachusetts.
It's specifically targeting Quantum Accelerator in Agawam, Massachusetts. Where are we? What's the main topics? What a bridge.
I heard that. I take offense to that. Why did you say it
I
like
thought my
that?
mic was off. That's my bad.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. Well, I've just been working. Was at in Alaska recently. I know, right? Thank you very much.
Heck
It's
yeah.
the only
Only
way to make a
Alaska.
living. But yeah, Alaska as well. Nothing special.
You like live in Alaska.
Exactly. I live in the last frontier.
The what? Oh, is that a cruise ship?
Yes.
Yeah. So,
I was really confused. I'm like, what the heck is this? Like some code name for something?
It was Bermuda. I did
Okay,
a
I almost
cruise
said
a couple years ago to Bermuda out of New York
Arugula.
City on the Norwegian Joy. Then I went out of Seattle recently on the Norwegian Joy to Alaska.
Oh, so
and then
they picked up the ship and moved it.
literally. So then my parents are going on a Panama Canal cruise next year, also on the Norwegian Joy.
Wait, do they go like on like in the canal? Is that like that's like a
Yes.
thing?
Yes.
Is that one where it's like the water level's like off and they gotta like drain it for like an unreasonable amount of time and then like move the boat?
I believe so, yes.
That sounds really exciting for the first 3 minutes of that interaction, but
Some
I think after
bikini
that, it's kind
bottom.
of like up, and we're still going down.
I
We're gonna
felt like I
pick it
lost
up.
my mind for 10 days on that ship. I don't know what they're gonna do for like 16.
Oh, 16 days? Oh,
I
man,
think
I could
so.
not be on there for 16 days.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but
Yeah, you're wrong. I have no idea.
yeah, Gee, thanks.
Yeah, I looked
You
it
don't
up,
even know
and
that
you're
I'm
wrong.
wrong.
Yeah, hey, I have the internet right here. Don't test me.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna totally test you.
No,
Yes.
this is very off topic. This is not right.
Video poker.
Video poker? That's the
Video
online
poker.
ones?
As in
That's
like the bar top ones.
Ooh, oh, the bar top ones. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
very familiar.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my dad had been drinking. He was even more smiley than usual, and he got me
Smiley.
into that. Yeah.
Great. It's not an addiction until it becomes a problem. Okay.
Exactly. My dad
Yeah.
kept saying, "Oh, it was for entertainment purposes."
Oh, you're so right. Dude, put that on the tax form.
As he keeps
Tax
flipping
form.
bills at me, like, "Here, it's for entertainment purposes."
Yeah,
Yeah, huh?
it's just straight gambling.
That'll go great.
I'm sure the IRS would love that one, especially after listening to this.
Don't worry, we can just cut it out if we actually end up doing it. No one would know.
Oh, you're so right. We'll go back and it'll just be a chunk that's missing.
Yeah.
We can have AI fix it. Oh wait, I'm sorry. We don't use AI around here.
No, we
do
don't use AI. We use the
No.
power of
Friendship.
Movavi Video Editor to do that one, which I don't think I have a subscription to anymore.
Mojave.
No, Movavi. Wait, no, I can't. We're not sponsoring them.
The
local
Mojave?
random video editor. Yeah, dude. Back in my YouTube days. Oh man, Movavi Video Editor was the stuff. Now I don't know how to use it. It like
I don't
corrupts
know
every
of
time I
this
use
previous.
it. Nah, I've had to hide 90% of the videos on there because it's like me being stupid at the age of like 12 when I should not have had internet access. I have one video up though, and that's it. It's like if you remember the show Total Drama Island.
Yes.
Oh, I'm glad you know what this is because this is gonna make a lot more sense now. The the opening theme, right?
Uh-huh.
I don't know what it's called. Oh, it's like I Want to Be Famous. I think that's what it is.
Mhm.
I played that on a recorder without practicing or reading the music. I just did it from memory and also didn't know what each fingering did. So I was just kind of like guessing. And I was close. I was
Hey,
close. That's what
that's
I'll
not
give
bad.
myself credit for that.
I was gonna say A for effort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Would
was,
you like to put a plug to the YouTube channel so
No,
people can see your?
No,
I feel like you
it's
need to
staying in the
now.
depths. It's staying in the depths of episode 1 at 24 minutes. It's just gonna stay there. It may not even be 24 minutes if there's editing, but
Don't worry, we're gonna
that's
just
the
like
point.
somehow weasel the channel out of you.
No, it's not happening. That thing is, I should go private the video. I feel like I should.
You won't
There's
even know
nothing
what's
bad in it.
happening.
It'll just suddenly get like 1,000 views and be like, oh, okay, great, guys. Actually, it might have like 1,000 views right now, which is kind of a scary concept, but
I feel like you need
it's been on the internet for a
2,000.
while. No, I do not. I have one where it was like I the glow in the dark Kit Kats, those those things. I took a video of it and I took it out of the wrapper and like turned off the lights and it wasn't glowing and I said it was false advertising. And I got like in the description I said, yes, this is obviously a joke. And I got like 2,000 something views and it was like 90% from India and I got a whole bunch of dislikes. They did not like that. I don't know what happened. They hated the idea that I didn't understand that they didn't understand a joke. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's got 2,000 views. And the
God.
captions all in Russian. Why are the captions in Russian?
You really
This
want to
is-
screw people up, don't you?
I have 9 comments on this. This is beautiful.
Comment.
Now I feel like you need to share with the class.
This will be hit in the depths. It's
We get
just
to
gonna-
10,000 listeners. Bryce will go.
my glow in the dark Kit Kats.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably not hard to find now that I've said it out loud, but
I'm now curious.
I have a live stream of me playing Planet Coaster on here. I streamed 6 years ago.
Holy smokes!
Why do I have this?
I did not realize that game is that old now.
Oh, the original Planet Coaster? That thing
Yeah.
is like it's like 9 years old now.
Like
I
I have like
think.
over 10,000 hours. But that's because
is
I would leave my
ridiculous.
computer on half the time.
That is absolutely ridiculous. I have like 400 in the past like 9 years. I feel like 10,000 is a little much. You have that on all the time too. There's no way. I actually do be playing it, but just not like that. Was it
I
really?
was
It was
inspired.
that bad. It was that bad.
Was that bad? With that, so we are gonna start getting into that stuff, but first we are gonna go down the new announcements and stuff that should be opening this year. Hopefully stuff will actually open on time this year and we don't get a message that says, "Oh shucks, well, the new season passes are coming up, so new for 2027 when it was supposed to be for 2026."
Wait. I don't mean to interrupt, but you said you said I might have you beat on that. I have 82 hours on Planet Coaster 2. You have 5,000. How do you have 5,000? The game came out last year.
I mean,
how is this genuinely possible? This cannot be real. There's actually no way. How do you?
I
I don't know.
mean,
I don't know what to say about this. But you took okay. This game came out in 2024, right? This you took you took 9 years to get, or 7 years to get 9,000 hours on Planet Coaster, and it took you a year and a half to get half of that. Like this is ridiculous. I mean, yeah. I was like, no, this is not better, but now I'm kind of leaning towards that. Yeah. I've only had to crash like twice on me so far.
choose
Yeah.
like
Well, I don't know about all that. I put one wooden coaster in and my whole computer starts lagging, but that's okay.
coaster.
It's all the supports, the shadows and all that. It just blows up my computer. I put a whole new graphics card in here for that specific reason, and it still blows up. Sorry, I didn't mean to
Wow.
interrupt the news.
Oh no,
I was
I
just a
mean,
little flabbergasted by that number, 5,000. Yeah.
so I got a blender. I think I saved up for a blender once at Dave & Buster's.
A blender? You have
That-
a Dave and Buster's branded blender somewhere in your house?
It was a Hamilton Beach one that I probably could have got for $40. I probably spent like $500 in my allowance for like 4 years as a kid to get the damn blender, but hey, I felt great. It felt amazing.
Hey, I can't complain too much because between me and my parents, we ended up getting an actual Wii console with all of our Dave and Buster tickets. So
Oh, that's pretty neat.
yeah,
Wait, a
and
what?
a
Like the
Wii,
Wii.
a Nintendo Wii. The
Probably.
one at my parents' house, the black one, that one came from Dave and Buster's.
Ooh,
What can
but
I
it's
say,
not the
man?
experience.
Exactly. What can I say, man? We just put a lot of time and money
There it is.
into into getting tickets.
Y'all, I mean, I thought my blender one was bad, but like, what? Everybody knows at least like 10 years ago, the prime thing to do was like to go spend all your tickets on like the free appetizers.
Oh, I love when they introduced that.
That was like amazing because I
That was
can't
peak
say
American entertainment.
I can't say the oh, I guess I said it. Well,
That's
you know,
you said it.
censor it. Good
We're gonna
enough.
blow up now.
Well, we're all gonna blow up. Speaking of things that blew up, so probably about a year ago, King Dakar blew up out of nowhere. And now we have some Purple Ride going in half of its plot and also taking up some of the Green Lantern stand-up coaster's plot.
Ooh,
And
I forgot about that one.
oh god. Right, who wants to say it? I can't even take this name seriously. So this was found at somebody on Reddit apparently
course.
got into the permit office for like registering like copyright and all that. And it's supposedly, I really hope this is a code name, Gargantuan Vertical Vengeance.
It's like so stupid that I would believe that someone made this up. You know what I mean? Like to get people mad about it. This can't be real.
This is like AI level. Like make something with Steel Vengeance in the name, Tormenta in the name, and like Raging Bull.
Make sure it's vertical while we're at it.
Oh, and Vertical Velocity, because I don't even think that name even exists anymore. I think they like changed all those into like the Flash Vertical Velocity because that's really original. But
yeah.
So
I don't know. I cannot believe this is real. There's no way this is actually like a real thing. The giant tower, like the 4-seater giant tower thing.
Yeah, it's literally gonna be supposedly like Time Traveler at Silver Dollar City, except it's gonna have a launch at 80 miles an hour while you're on a stall.
Mm-hmm.
spinning, and then you're gonna be propelled up this like twisty tower while you're spinning. Um, Reg and I kind of talked about this on wondering how the physics. I mean, I guess Time Traveler already does something like it, but I mean, to get up like a 400-foot tower, that this thing's already gonna have to go like 100 and some miles an hour while you're spinning.
Yeah, that's true. Unless it already has like a launch built up the hill. Like,
Oh,
that's
it'll
the only
have a
thing I can
launch
think
going
of.
up the hill. It is the fact that you're gonna be launched 100 and some miles an hour, possibly, while you're in a controlled spin.
Oh, it is controlled. Is okay. I didn't know if it was like just random or something. I also was under the impression this thing was like a one train, like or a one car, one train, like 4-seater thing, and I was like, this is gonna be the worst capacity ride that they can physically come up with.
I
But I think
mean,
the time traveler long trains might be a little better.
this is the same park that took like was it in the chiller spot? I don't know where the new Flash ride at Six Flags Great Adventure went at, but yeah, that ride is like a capacity nightmare.
Really?
I
I felt like the
we
trains were pretty long, and
we
the ride's not
waited a
like
while for
necessarily
that.
fun. But it was also new, so it was like I just expected that to be normal.
Yeah, I guess. Who knows? This thing may be a great ride. I don't know if it's gonna make me personally like run back the Great Adventure.
I don't know. I mean, Great Adventure is quite a drive for us, but it honestly, I like the park enough where it's like I wouldn't be like opposed to going out there again. Oh
Nickelodeon
yes, that
universe.
thing's finally open at Mall of America, the Nickelodeon universe there. I'm so happy that we went to Mall of America specifically to go to that park, and we had 2 out of 5 coasters open because Shellraiser was just blown up for the past 2 years. They were doing
You
work
you
on
just
like
proved my
scheduled
point
work. Yeah, like it's
because a
just I
lot of
don't know.
people will call American Dream Mall of America because American Dream is so irrelevant.
Oh shoot! Oh my god, that is the wrong park. Oh my god.
But my point is made on that.
I'm a fake fan, guys. I'm sorry.
Everyone's gonna call it the Mall of America of Jersey.
I didn't even process it. We were just at Mall of America. That's the problem. I know the difference. We were at Mall of America like 2 weeks
Well,
ago. So
it's the
that's not my
superior
fault.
park by a long
I know I
shot.
really liked Mall of America. Like everything about Mall of America compared to American Dream Mall, I liked it so much better.
Yeah, and then yeah, I don't know. I could see doing a trip over there. I don't know if there's really anything else. I do need to get back to Dorney eventually because
Oh,
I
they have
took some
Iron curtain thing. Yeah,
iron
Iron Menace.
curtain.
Yeah. Sorry, I was thinking of Steel Curtain. Was the Kennywood one.
I think that
Let's go Pittsburgh Steel Curtain.
for now. All right. Well, what else got announced? Well, the recently remodeled Rock and Roller Coaster with those
The
good old
Muppets.
Muppets is open.
Well, how long was it closed for?
Surprisingly a pretty short amount of time. I would say
Our
close for
resident Disney expert.
Don't go that far. Don't go that far, man.
Sorry, is that like a shameful thing to announce?
a trigger word.
Yes. Especially when I give the wrong data.
Disney adults.
Yeah, definitely not a Disney fan. Only the fact that she has a lot of the collectible mini ears.
That wall is actually insane. You're running out of room.
Yeah, there is. But
It just says a few
Yeah.
months. It wasn't that long.
What do you mean it says a few months? You looked this up instead of
I
just
did,
knowing
yes,
this?
because I did not want to get called out. Thank you very much.
Dang, I was so ready to do it too. I thought I clicked a button. I thought I accidentally just left the podcast. That was bad.
oh,
I clicked on a tab and it moved the podcast somewhere.
Wow, me looking
Eels.
something up literally made you leave the podcast.
Yeah, I wanted to rage quit.
Wow.
Eels.
This is really nice for the noise. It is like pouring outside. What the heck?
I think I can hear that a little bit on your end.
Yeah, this is bad. I thought it was just getting dark outside because it's like what, like 8 something p.m. I can't even see outside anymore.
I like that the rain just moved towards you. You can have it. You can keep it.
No, you're next. It's coming your way. I promise you.
Is it coming back my way?
Yeah,
It was
all this
already
weather
over
goes that way.
here.
Oh yeah, we already had another one too. This is round 2.
Oh,
It's okay.
okay, cool. Cool.
Like, anytime I go to Reg's, like, I'm in, like, 2 different, like, Minecraft biomes where it'll, like, be pouring, and then it's like, if I come over here, it's almost like the equivalent of, like, a Michigander going down to Florida,
Oh yeah.
and then, like, a tornado will be, like, hitting here, and then I'm like, "Okay, peace out," and then I go back to my place, and it's, like, bright and sunny.
It's just
It's
wherever
usually the
you were at, the
opposite.
weather's bad.
I was gonna say, it's usually the opposite. It's always just rainy and cloudy over by you, and then it's perfectly sunny over here by me.
Yeah. The trees went, yeah, bring on the water, bring on the water.
It wouldn't surprise me. There's a pretty big lake near where I'm at, and I feel at times there's some water spouts coming out of nowhere
Water spouts, bro.
out of the filled lake. Not that kind of. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to put
Oh, you're getting
parental
us
disclaimer
banned.
on this
Look at
one.
that.
Ooh,
Great. Yep.
yeah.
And so first you talk about the, then you talk about weed. And, great. Okay. Now we're talking about gun and stuff on here. This is okay. No, it's fine. Oh, wait.
Y'all want a good treat? Come through the I-75 entrance to Michigan, and you will see more cannabis billboards than, like, you'll ever see in your life. I feel like it might be worse than, like, Colorado.
Well, they have the one, they have the Kogels ad. That's like the only net for there for a while.
Yeah, and
Who is
that's, like,
messing
the
with the
most
stickers on here? Someone is
what
pressing
stickers?
stuff. Look, there's
Me?
a large thing
Maybe
that says in the
me.
background.
I got
She got
curious,
bored.
okay? I didn't get bored. I got curious.
You've derailed us now, which I totally could have avoided by not saying anything about it, but that's not my fault.
Oh, man.
I didn't realize you guys
Oh.
were gonna see that.
Well-
Wait. There was one on the Coaster News topic on that. Is Tormenta opening this year or is it opening next year? Because it looks like they're on pace for this year.
So, we'll do a circle back to Rock and Roller Coaster, but I do want to discuss
I forgot about
Tormenta
that.
real quick. Yeah, Tormenta is officially testing. It does have trains on the track. There is supposed to be a Ace event down there.
Mhm.
I don't know what the one in Over Texas is called because I know Roller Coaster Rodeos in Fiesta, Texas, which I would have loved to go to, but I was too busy. Yes, it is testing.
Was it supposed to open this year? Was that the original intent, or was it next
Oh
year?
yeah, yeah. This thing has been taking forever because they started early on it. I thought they've had track on site for quite a bit. I think they're waiting on the train. I don't even know if they have all the trains yet.
Huh. Oh, just
I
to
mean-
clarify for recording process point, recording whatever. This is Tormenta in it's the new only Giga dive coaster at Six Flags over Texas. Just to clarify.
Yes, and 300 feet. Off the top of my head, I'm sure people will call me out on this, but it's like
I thought
a 200-foot
305
inversion.
Oh, the dive loop. Yeah, there's the 200-foot dive loop right off the rip. It's kind of crazy.
Yes, and right off the brake run, they have that a cutback element, which I have not seen on many rides. I mean, it's definitely the first on the dive coasters.
Yeah.
So
I thought dive coasters were too big for a cutback, not gonna lie, but I mean, obviously I'm wrong because they have one.
if they have shorter trains,
Like the
well,
Wrath of
I guess not shorter trains, but
Rankashank, that one.
yeah, not the Wrath of Fracka, whatever this. Yeah,
At Great America, that one. Yeah.
It might be that I'm a little nervous because B&M, and I believe it's called the Claremont Steel Factory, where all the steel was coming out of from Ohio.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they stopped their partnership now, which is making me think that, okay, what caused them to end it? We all know that B&M has, I don't know if their quality's gone down on their track. I really thought it was the trains.
It's kind of hard to tell, to be honest. I
And,
think a lot
like,
of that is also like the rising cost of stuff too. So you got to go like cheaper,
they're
unless you
going
want your rides to
cheaper.
cost $375 million to build, which
Well,
is
I
about the same
know
price as buying 6 parks.
Wrath
Apparently. It wasn't bad. It was just like oh, like I feel like this should be a little smoother for being so new. That could be true. Which then that gives me questions about Tormenta with being 300 foot and being on the outsides of the track, like how much wind resistance you're getting out of that.
Our end.
Yeah, they'd be like, "Oh, we need the trains to be filled all the way to operate this, or it's gonna valley. So please separate your group and get a single rider up here."
Yeah, the only ride that brings you to hell. We will get to that though, but yeah, I'm curious to see how Tormenta's gonna be. I would really like to get down to, I don't know, I'm kind of toying with it on whether I want to get back to California, hopefully maybe get Great America before it closes if it just doesn't magically close by the end of the year.
They're not gonna close it by the end of the year. It's been in the process for 11 years. There's no way. I gotta see
mean,
when it's supposed to close. It's
Michigan-
slated to close permanently after the 2027 season. That's what it says. That's not good. That's not good.
I mean, no,
I kind of
okay,
want to go to it a little bit.
Like, I don't know. You guys need like a really good like B&M hyper or something out there, like an old one, like Raging Bull, not whatever is or Candemonium or anything like that. But yeah, so let's get down to some of the other stuff. So let's see, Rock and Roller Coaster, yeah, paint splattered all over the place. That's what we kind of expect with some Muppet animatronics. We won't really know too much on that until one of us actually rides it, because we've been trying to stay away from the spoilers. Reg.
Of course, the Disney adult.
Yeah.
Sorry, I did not mean to throw that term out again. But
Yeah.
It wasn't.
I'm
intentional,
shamelessly a
so.
Disney adult though, so it's okay.
Oh wait,
I
so
accept
we
it.
can okay, cool. That makes more sense.
Yes, careful what you say. You're speaking way too highly of me over here.
I don't know. You
that's
you know where all the hidden Mickeys are at, so.
Bro. Stop. Okay.
Ouch.
I thought of something like absolutely awful. Like I saw a meme online about something with hidden Mickeys, and I'm not mentioning it here, but
I'm
maybe
very
after.
curious now, though.
I cannot put this on here.
Oh boy. Well, I was supposed to put the parental advisory label at the beginning of the show, but I forgot. I will try to do that next week.
All right, guys. 49 minutes in. This is your alert for parental advisory.
Parental advisory. Yeah, there we go.
We'll get a little. Yeah, if you're this far in, why is it raining again? If you're this far in, then it's then you already know.
We're allowed
skip to this here.
If we're like,
are we? Is that the rules? That's the cinema rules. I know that.
I think it's the cinema rules. Well,
but I don't know. I don't think
I don't know. I'll avoid it as long as I don't go like stub my toe on something like the gnome that I'm staring at the moment.
The gnome? Why is it? Why? Never mind. I'm not asking.
Reg's place has a gnome, and it's been like here since Christmas.
Hey, you know,
but it's like a ski gnome.
Turning around or something, like so it's not looking at you, or you just like the way that it looks at you.
Oh, I feel like I'm getting judged, but like I can't see its eyes because I think its eyes are really under like its giant cap.
I don't really like visualizing this, to be honest with you.
I feel like it turns as I turn.
So theme parks, guys, this is really cool.
Yeah. Moose. Yeah. The possible flying. I don't even know if this is what it's called.
RMC Moose.
The RMC Moose. I put flying moose on the rundown.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just know when we were there, they're speculating with like these posters and all that about a moose.
I don't know where that's supposed to go.
So it's in the Yukon territory part of the park. So it was right before we got into the DC superhero area.
Wait, where's this? Oh, is it confirmed going to Great America?
That's the rumor. No other park has confirmed it yet, but the fact that they keep like mentioning like I feel like some of it is like borderline moose puns.
Interesting.
And there's not really much information even on Google on it. So I don't know.
This is just like a family like RMC, isn't it? That's what this is. Yeah. Why does this thing look like it has an Outer Bank turn? Are we for real? Is there actually an Outer Bank turn on this family coaster?
Well, that kind of leads into our next topic because Fiesta Texas is also putting a family launch roller coaster in that also has, Jesus Christ, was it like 30 some moments of airtime and like the height restrictions like 38 inches or something?
Yeah. That thing looks really, really cool.
Yeah, it looks better than Curse of the Werewolf at Epic Universe that has a bunch of static figures and, like, is in Net City. Um,
I'm always a fan of Gravity Falling vibes. I like looking up images of like the wild moose and seeing people recreate it in Planet Coaster and acting like it's the real thing. They're like actively trying to spread misinformation out here. So
track.
top.
It
Well, yeah, I mean that's what a family coaster is supposed to be, right?
Yeah, but I don't know.
Like, how are you gonna build like a family RMC Raptor? Like, imagine that. You have no inversions. You have like all you have is airtime and those really long trains. Like, they have their only choice for a family coaster is to make like a small little like twisty version, not no version, whatever airtime thingy. I think it's a cool concept. I like what they're doing, like kind of testing into that market because parks are starting to put in more family coasters that are not like the Woodstock Express where it's just like the build within itself little wooden coaster kind of thing.
Well, and again, being a shorter guy myself, and for many years not being able to ride stuff that had the 48-inch height restriction or the 54-inch height restriction, or going to Cedar Point and having the Cedar Creek Mine Ride have a 48-inch height requirement, but yet I can go ride like Thunder Mountain or Space Mountain or stuff that's probably actually more intense at Disney than that ride.
Hmm.
And then I get to the Cedar Creek Mine Ride, it's like, nope, 48 inches. I do like that they're lowering the height restriction because that makes it so a lot of families can actually take their kids on stuff for once, and it's not like Cedar Point where it's like, hey, welcome to 48 land.
Yeah,
Or Six Flags where, like, I feel like half the stuff's like 54 inches to get on the rides.
I feel like it's so interesting to think about. Like in my perspective, I was on these coasters at like the age of 7 because I was just blessed to be like 48 inches by like by my elementary school years kind
Well,
of thing.
yeah, you rode like
It's like
shivering timbers when you were.
I know. I'm still proud of that. That's like my whole origin story. But like I don't know, like I've never like thought about the height requirements because I was like by the time that I did go to a park, I don't know if somebody already planned it that way, but I was already tall enough to ride everything. But it's like I thinking about it now, it's like, oh, yeah, this is kind of weird that's like because it's not it's sometimes it's like the manufacturer and sometimes it's like just the park itself trying to like I could see like Indiana Beach doing something like that or like Mount Olympus being like you need to be like 78 inches in order to get on this ride because otherwise you're gonna fall out like kind of thing you
I
know
feel like Mount
um
Olympus should do that. They
stupid
have
Cyclops that thing.
Cyclops, Pegasus, yeah.
I'm not gonna sit here and complain about Mount Olympus right now because I feel like that could be a whole entire separate thing. But like, it's
Oh,
just like
we're
I've never really thought about like the height requirements and stuff like that. But I do like that they're working on that to make it more family oriented and get people into get the kids into riding coasters more.
Oh no, I agree, and we'll get into that. I'll try to speed us through some of the other news. I mean, we could make this 3 hours, but
Oh
I don't
God.
know. It depends how bad your work day is and how much you want to listen to us, I guess. All
Oh, I
right.
thought you were saying like me, and I'm like, I didn't say nothing.
Oh no, no, no. I
It's
mean,
like I've never
I
I've never once complained about my work except for the few times that I have, but that's okay.
Huh, count yourself lucky. All right. So, Holiday World, adding a possible water ride in the Boulder Canyon raft ride site, or what used to hold that. Very interesting because they have like a town of Boulder Canyon site, and it looks kind of like a small town from like the 90s created a website. Supposedly for like their announcement, like they're gonna have like and I know I'm gonna butcher this, but like ZZ like Sizzle or
What?
something. I don't
I
know, like
I have
a
no
bunch of
clue
these
what any of this
stars,
is.
like knockoff names, and they're like T barbecue or something, or I don't know.
Ooh.
Uh,
I know, I'm scared to touch stuff on here. Like, I was adventurous and looked something up earlier, but that's
well,
it. I feel like I'm gonna press a button and leave. What? They have
uh,
15 mil?
I'm
I just
surprised
heard a smoke
because
detector make a beep. Sorry. That was an
you heard
inside
a
thought.
smoke detector. I didn't-
I don't know.
Oh, maybe smoke detectors will be involved in this. I don't know.
Hope
Um,
not. We're gonna put the fake beep in there just to, like, get people to be like, "Why is there a beep?" Like what they do in, like,
uh,
the Instagram Shorts. Yeah. Hey, if you're the one person out there, type in beep noise in the comments if there's
Type,
comments. I don't know how
yeah,
this app
type,
works. Yeah, just send us a little beep. We'll read it probably.
yeah, right after the beep. All right. So yeah, 15 mil. That's surprising. I don't think Ravine Flyer 2 costed that much, but I also can imagine they had to cost a crap ton just because that has a bridge going over a highway, which
Yeah.
seems like, I
Hey,
don't
but it
know,
looks cool, so that's all that matters. Oh, like a
like
swipe
your
card? I want Wally points. That sounds so funny.
it's really interesting. They have great dark rides. I really like Waldameer. I really wanted to get there this past weekend. But again, some scheduling conflicts. But I guess they had an event there last weekend, which probably prompted the announcement of this coaster. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. 2 launches, over 40 miles an hour. It's gonna have 60 feet, I think I read, of elevation change. So it's definitely gonna be a terrain-based coaster. I think with this and Ravine Flyer, which I haven't done Ravine Flyer at night, but I could see like both of these being great night rides.
That would be pretty cool. I think so. 'Cause I know I haven't been to it.
It's a pretty cool park. I like the small town charm of it. It's it reminds me a lot like Kennywood, just without like Phantom's Revenge or Steel. I damn it,
Yes,
I almost said
second
the
steel
Iron
curtain reference.
Curtain. The yeah, the Steel Curtain. Um excuse uh, I'm
How
slightly
dare
under the
you?
weather.
It's the weather.
Uh,
That's what it is.
Crazy. All right. And then another one that was announced, which will actually probably be our last on our news topics. Rip Roaring Falls will be replacing. I believe it's called Rip Roaring Rapids, which used to be their raft ride. Most people don't notice that this raft ride was missing. For like 10 years, only because there's like a giant like forest dividing like the front of the park in Fury.
I was gonna say this is Carowinds, right?
Yeah, this is Carowinds.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that. But
I
yeah,
was I was thinking about that. I'm like, people are gonna be like, "What the heck is this?"
but yeah, 100-foot record breaking water ride. I don't know why it says water slide in here. Well, you guys don't see the show notes anyway, so but
Yeah. Ah,
it
what a
will.
silly mistake.
Yeah, silly mistake. It's gonna have a backwards element. Usually you don't have many water rides that do this kind of stuff
A
outside
backwards
of
element?
Europe.
Interesting.
So I'm kind of excited for it. I'm not a water ride guy myself. I know Reg hates water rides.
I'm about as moderate on it as you can possibly imagine it. Oh, there's that. Also, I don't want to be soggy the entire rest of the day. That just does not sound enjoyable.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, Henchy clothing, especially with
Crunchy?
Carowinds,
What does that even mean?
it's always crunchy. Like when your clothes dry, it's never like back to like its normal form.
What?
Clothing.
It's like if it got wet and you like threw it like under the sun and it's just crunchy.
I don't really know how to feel about this.
Yeah. I think he's
Wait.
saying damp, maybe.
I'm
Oh,
saying
you're so right.
crunchy.
Never mind. Can we? Okay, anything else? Anything else, guys?
It's well, yeah. So I'm excited for this. Carowinds hasn't. I mean, they put in a water ride. I think it was last year when they put kind of like their Snoopy's Runaway Railway ride in the Camp Snoopy area. They put in a river battle, but they really needed like a flume ride. Especially because like literally the only area that you can actually have like a water attraction is going over to the Carolina Harbor area of the park. So yeah, excited for that. Um, that should conclude our news updates, and I promise it'll not take that long to get through it in the future, only because there was a lot of announcements and there's a lot of speculation going on, and this is very early for stuff being announced.
Yeah. This doesn't
And
happen
actually
very
stuff
often.
possibly opening because ever since COVID, we've kind of got used to stuff opening like really, really, really late. So with that, Bryce and I went on a road trip over basically the Midwest. So I've done a lot of the parks in the Midwest, except two that we'll cover. Bryce, it was pretty much it was your
Yeah, none
first
of, none
time
of the
hitting
parks I've
most of
been to
them,
before. I've been meaning to get out to here, but
except Silver Dollar City.
We didn't get to Silver Dollar City though.
We didn't get to Silver Dollar City, but you've been to Silver Dollar City.
Yeah, that park's really nice. I kind of miss that.
Yeah. So, the first topic, well, let's start here. So, and I don't know if you want to start or you want me to start it.
If it involves me complaining about Six Flags St. Louis, I'm in.
All right. Well, that'll be probably within the next 30 seconds. So we started our trip. I had to get off work. Bryce had to get off his job. And
Yeah, the one day
yeah.
that they gave me to work.
the one day. And we traveled, and Bryce out of the blue found that there was a British Garfield that was just in random ass Indiana.
I don't know. I was on Google Maps because I was looking for a gas station, and I was looked up tourist attractions, and British Garfield popped up. And went, I cannot miss this. And it was probably my favorite photo of the entire trip. Was before we even started. Was this little. It was in front of the one British restaurant, Payne's.
I think it was Pain.
Yeah, he was just in a little like shed area with a
Not
picnic
to be
table in front of it. I'm
mistaken with
like, I have no idea what that is, but I'm just gonna pretend like I didn't hear that. Yeah, it was just there. So we got photos with it, and that was really exciting. I was very happy about that.
Yeah, and then finding out we didn't see him, but apparently there's like I don't know, like 12 or 15 different other Garfields representing different parts of history or just random shit. So
I'd
I
do a
mean,
tour of that. I'm not gonna lie.
I'd go back there. I mean, at least there would be more use than going to Six Flags St. Louis.
When it's closed.
Yeah, last minute, which funny enough, I just saw yesterday that before the park opened, they said, "Yeah, it looks like rain's gonna come, so we're just not gonna open today."
Really? They actually did that? Oh my god, I thought you were joking when you said that there's something that Enchanted Parks might do.
No, I feel I don't like that I called that, but yeah, no, they did. I mean, they didn't do that with ours. I think they just said, "Oh yeah,
No.
no, we don't think there's gonna be many people." But this one, they were just like, "Oh well, weather exists, and because weather exists, yeah, we're just not gonna open."
To clarify with this for the fact that they were not open, this was the Thursday before Memorial Weekend. We were originally Six Flags St. Louis was open on that Thursday as one of their first midweek operating days. Because most of the parks do like Friday, but they were doing Thursday, and hence why we chose to go down that way. And this was, I guess, at some point in the week before or a couple days before, they adopted the idea to make all of their parks open on the same operating schedule if they're in the Midwest, aka Worlds of Fun, Valley Fair, Six Flags St. Louis. They were all operating on the same hours, where Valley Fair and Worlds of Fun were gonna open on the Friday. So they just moved the first day of that week to be on Friday instead of Thursday. Unfortunately for us, because we planned to be there on the Thursday when it was supposed to be open, we're about 4 hours away from the park, and it's like 10 p.m. or something. And I looked to go see. I'm like, I wonder what something looked like on the app or something, and it was like closed. And I'm like, no, what do you mean closed? And look, and it's no longer open. And so now we're in the middle of who knows where, Illinois, and we're like, okay, well, now what? We can't really get to another park in time because we're so far out of the way. And it was like Holiday World wasn't open. They were the closest one. It was like, I guess we could have ran to Silver Dollar City, but that wouldn't have been really worth it because we would have got there with like 2 hours left, and we were just kind of stuck. And I got really, really upset about this because it was like, I've already heard this park's not very good, but for them to just change the hours, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the hours were already changed, and when I was just planning it, I was going schizophrenic or something and thinking it was actually open or not. But I firmly believe it was open on that Thursday, and it just disappeared. Because why would we plan that? We've looked into this stuff. There's no way we missed that. So I think they changed it. I really want to believe that they changed it, and it wasn't just like our bad for planning it like that. But I don't know. I
Yeah,
could be wrong.
and it wouldn't surprise me. We still made the most out of the day. I mean, we got to go to the City Museum where you basically get to live your wildest dreams of being on a OSHA violating playground.
Yeah, the little thing where they like, oh yeah, make sure you bring knee pads because you'll be crawling around a lot, and then just blow up my knees there. I
Yeah.
got stuck. I couldn't. I don't even know how. I was like above a fish tank, and it was like, oh yeah, just go down this hole. And I try to get down, and it's like, yeah, I'm too large for this. I can't really I can't like sneak down here. It was just like my knees. I couldn't bend my knees in a way where my torso wouldn't like clip through a wall or something. Like I could not fit down there. It took me like 5 minutes to figure it out, but I was like sliding like head first down it, trying to not break everything in my body at the same time. But it was fun. Outside of that,
Yeah, somebody
I
near
can just
half
no
the
clip.
stuff.
I can well if I like no clip, I might no clip out of the building and then just like explode. So that would not be good. But I saw a kid he was like hanging on a railing in like a fake tree area. He was definitely not supposed to be in there. He was hanging over like a 20-foot drop, just like holding onto a railing on the outside. I'm like, okay, I know you're supposed to play, but like this is like, how did you even get here? I thought it was fenced off, but he was just there, and I was like right next to him. I'm like, what do I like? Do I be a responsible adult and like try to get him not to do that, or should I wait for his parent to do something? And I just waited for his parent to do something. He never said anything. He just let it happen, and I'm like, okay, I guess this is normal now. I just didn't
Yeah,
want to see a kid fall. That would be
it's
weird.
like
I don't really know what was the museum part of that, but it was kind of fun.
Yes, I don't know. It was interesting. We also did the St. Louis Arch, where
Ooh.
Bryce got to go view a Cardinals game from 600 and some feet in the air and go look at his fantasy baseball stuff.
I had a pitcher on the Pirates that I dropped. They were playing at the stadium, and I didn't like him anymore, so I dropped him. Turns out he was actually good, so I made a mistake. But it was just really funny watching the game because we talked about going to see the Cardinals game while we were there, and we decided not to, and we still saw the Cardinals game for a whole 10 minutes. But
Straight pitch,
no, I knew it was him because I looked at the schedule earlier to see who was pitching, and I was like, oh, I know who this is because I just had him on my fantasy team like a week before. But that was fun.
I
Uh, the,
failed
the
you.
I didn't realize how you would get up there. Like I didn't understand it was like a capsule thing until we were in a capsule. It was pretty fun.
Blocks
Yeah,
of cheese flavored ranch and
yeah. Shout out
avocado
Twisted Ranch
ranch.
in St. Louis. I went there as a kid and really liked it. Apparently they have a new building. Went there. I didn't like it as much. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was not even really like I'm a big ranch fan, as the OGs know. But yeah, like directly responsible for making me large as a child. You know what I mean? But it was just like I didn't really like the ranch that much. Even in like they had some decent ones. Like they had what 37 different flavors of ranch. But I don't know. I didn't really like it that much, but it's okay. Oh yeah, you're right. It was in the 20s, not
It's like
30s. Yeah, we got like a
something.
lazy Susan flight thing to get like 13 of them. It was really funny. Oh, and the
Just
buffalo nachos. Oh man, I'm just hungry, dude. I don't know. I know I've got dinner in the other room right now, and I'm.
Eh,
Can
eh,
we call
eh.
like a dinner break? Is that on the schedule?
dinner break.
It's
I can
called when we're
smell it coming from
done.
the other room.
We
I
we
smell it from the other room.
we will have to take that in account on the next one. To have an intermission. I
Yeah.
forgot to do that. That's my fault.
It's like the
Um,
the Family Guy thing with like the pie with like the finger made out of the scent, like trying to like pull you in. That's what I'm getting right now.
oh man. Well, let's knock out the rest of this.
Yeah.
We can get through it quick. So, all right. Next thing, we went to the Hallmark Museum in the morning. It was cool. You have to make like your own bows. Also, like quick note on this topic though. We were pretty surprised on like how much Hallmark like owns Kansas City.
Oh yeah. It is like they had a map in there of like all the things that they owned, and it was like it literally looked like it could be an entire like medium-sized city.
Yeah, it was like if you ever go on the Tomorrowland Transit Authority and they have like Walt Disney's like Town of Tomorrow or City of Tomorrow, and that's literally Hallmark. Hallmark's like, yeah, we own like everything over here.
Fun little note. I think you can find like for the things that we talk about in here, especially the like trip itinerary stuff like plans and previous stuff. You can find a lot of this on the official Coast N Tiki website. As I remember that Tay was doing a lot of blogging while we were on our trip.
Yes, we do have some stuff up there.
Which is
Where
probably how you found this podcast, which now that I'm thinking about it, kind of made that entire statement redundant. But it is there. It is there. Let it be
we're on
known.
the TikTok, but yes, we do have some stuff up there. Obviously we're working around the clock trying to get that thing updated.
It's like a whole second job.
It is like a second job. I I think Reg can attest. It looks like I'm starting to bald a little bit. Even just entering my 30s, I'm about to bald. Just trying to get this thing up, but no, it's been a great team effort. We've all done some contributions on it, so big
I remember
thanks to the
being
Coast N Tiki team on that. So
we were in a hotel room at Mall of America, and I was just sitting there like watching Toy Story 4 or something, and I remember you being on the computer for like an hour, and I was just like, I'm just sitting there going, fork, because of the little fork guy, he's on there, and
oh
I'm
my
like super
god.
invested in this, and you're like actually doing your like work. I felt kind of bad, but I
I
was also enjoying the
forgot we
movie.
were actually watching that, and now I
You were so
remember, and
focused.
now I know why I was like thinking about it like a day ago. It's like, why do I actually remember the plot of Toy Story 4 now? And I get Toy Story 5's coming out, but like that was like a movie I was like, I think I maybe watched it once, and I'm like, I could really care less to watch this movie, and then I'm just thinking about it, it's like, oh, the fork. And then I
Yeah,
looked at
like
like the
they kept stabbing the
spork I
tire
got
and
from like Taco Bell, and I'm like, huh,
what?
sporky.
There's no way you saw a fork from Taco Bell and went, "Oh, let me think of Toy Story 4."
It's I don't know. Maybe it's the MSG coming from all the ground beef from Taco Bell. Giving
That
me
sounds like
hallucinations.
a setup ad by like Pixar or something. Like you're supposed to be like a sponsorship. You're like, "Oh, I see a fork. Let me just think about the movie that has a fork in it. I see water. Let me think about Finding Nemo or Moana or something." Which may not. Nope, neither of those were Pixar movies. I don't think. Now that I'm
Hey,
thinking about
we're
it.
gonna get high definition Moana now. We're getting live
Oh,
action.
the live action one. Oh my god, I forgot that's a thing. I know
Yeah,
nothing about it. I just know
and
it's a thing.
hopefully not Moana 3.
What? The Moana 2 was actually kind of good though. I wasn't upset about
What?
it. What? No. Don't hate for a second. Hold on. I thought it was okay. I don't watch most Disney movies, let it be known. Um, but it was like I didn't think it was that bad. Wait,
So,
I actually don't remember what it's about. Now that I think about it.
well, okay. Like Moana 2 is pretty special to Reg and I for certain reasons, but that's the only thing we remember from Moana 2.
Is
Like,
what that you didn't like it?
I definitely didn't like it.
I genuinely don't know what happens in Moana 2. I was like defending it. I'm starting to realize I don't remember.
Exactly.
It was like supposed to be a Disney Plus show. And then they're like, you know what? Like let's stitch it all together. I mean, I almost feel like for a split second I saw where the episode ended.
Oh, wait, I kind of know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like
Uh,
they had all these like side quest NPCs all over the place.
okay, guys, I might have lied. I don't think I've actually watched this. I know. I immediately defended this. Not because I'm like a Disney adult or something. But it was like I just thought I did watch it. But it does say, according to Wikipedia, gotta cite my sources, that this was supposed to be a mini series for Disney Plus, but approximately 7 months before it got released, it got turned into a theatrical sequel. Because that might be why it felt like what you said it was, like, or it was like episode ending.
I knew it. It felt completely off. I mean, I felt like people were saying I was bullshitting on that, but
Hey, but it became the third highest grossing film of 2024.
Did
So
it
it had to be
really?
it had to become like at least a audience grabber.
with what competition?
I don't know. Let me see. Oh, it had Inside Out 2,
Death
Deadpool
of
and
a
Wolverine.
Unicorn? No, that was after. Never mind.
What did you just what does it even mean?
We don't talk about that movie. No.
Death of the Unicorn. But like the top three were
No.
like Disney, and then they had Despicable Me 4, Wicked,
Oh,
Lion King again.
Wow. Wait,
They even had
it
Kung
beat
Fu Panda
Wicked?
4 and Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, it beat Wicked.
That's insulting.
Hey, I don't know. It's probably because Wicked took more to like make. I think, because this is gross income, I think. So it may not be profit. I don't know what gross income is. I don't know the difference now that I'm thinking about it. Well, that took okay.
That didn't
Wicked
even
took
make sense what I
150
said,
mil to
but
make. This took 150 mil to make. Never mind. They were the same. It's just Moana 2 ended up being the winner, I guess. Hey, Inside Out 2 was the highest grossing animated film of all time.
okay.
That
So
doesn't surprise me.
it was an okay film. It was probably the best from Pixar probably in the past like 5 years at least because I don't know, I'll probably get torched for this, but I feel like Pixar has released some little stinkers the past couple of years.
Yeah, a little bit, but it's okay.
But yeah, Inside Out 2 was too relatable for so many people. It was kind of dark. I don't even know if it was really comedic.
But that was like
If you-
the whole thing.
That is true. No, if you want dark, go to Frozen 2.
into the unknown.
Literally, there's a whole scene of Anna just depressed in a dark cave.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't
singing.
watch it.
And there's an 80s montage with Sven singing, the reindeer singing. Yeah.
All right. let's reel this in. Barbecue. We went to a barbecue museum. Where
Yes, I forgot we were talking about the trip. No, it was just the Bush's baked bean pot.
the Bush's baked bean pot. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's cool. That's cool to explore if you're in town. And then we also
Oh no, what happened?
finally got our first park of the trip, which was Worlds of Downtime. I mean Worlds of
Oh
Fun.
yes. Yeah. No, that park was actually crazy. They definitely did not have the staff for this.
that park, I felt like was pulling the punches by the hour.
Yeah, it was. I was very disappointed by this park. Like you can just tell, this was a very weird start to our trip because we had St. Louis just not open, and then we had Worlds of Fun, which was just like half the rides were open, and it was like partially raining, and they didn't really want to they didn't even attempt to open half the rides because of all the new changes and stuff. So it was very good start.
Yeah, well, I mean, we got Zambezi Zinger after finding that Spinning Dragons was closed, and then Patriot was closed, and then Mamba went down, and then Timberwolf wasn't open. Oh boy, what else?
Prowler was open. That counts.
Prowler
the Boomerang was closed
open.
though.
Yeah. Oh, and the Boomerang. Shucks.
Forgot it's just called Boomerang.
Boomerang. Perfect for matching. I don't know that. I mean, I feel like that should be like in the Australia area of the park. Like if they
The
had one.
Boomerang.
the Boomerang just feels like I don't. Okay,
It's
so
just plopped in there. It's very weird.
it is, and like okay, so the park is separated into different areas of the world, so it's almost kind of like a knockoff Epcot sort of, except without like all the ethnic cuisine and all that. And also like also just a fun fact, the reason why it is like that is and I might be wrong, but I believe it was owned by Hunt Midwest, which is the one that actually made the Hunt's ketchup.
Oh, I was gonna say that's got to be the ketchup people.
I think it was the ketchup people, and it was originally themed to Around the World in 80 Days.
Yes. Because
So
that's why the hot air balloon's there.
yeah, so that's why you have the different areas. So you have the Far East, which used to be called the Orient, but I guess times have changed. You have like America. You kind of have a small little Wild West area. You know, you have the country of Planet Snoopy. And then you have Africa, which is split into Egypt, which looks like it's kind of just crammed at like the gate of the park, like the outer boundary, with a Coaster's Dine. Oh, I'm sorry, not the well. Okay, so it used to be the Coaster's Diner, and they like threw like I don't know yellow paint all over it, and then just called it the Sand Dune Diner, and just said, yeah, now it's the Egypt area of the park. But hey, Mamba had a nice paint job though.
Yeah, it was very green.
Yeah, best ride. I think we can probably both agree. Probably Prowler was probably the best ride in the park. Oh, and Cyclone Sam's.
Oh yeah, the go of rides that was not supposed to open that day.
Yeah, that literally just like opened for the season, like just out of nowhere. It was really weird too because the building was just like smoking all over the place. But yeah, not great operations. Interesting park. I don't know if it's really worth returning to anytime soon. Yeah, so from there, we hit. No, we did get Kansas City barbecue, and then at Joe's Kansas City barbecue,
Yes.
and then we headed over to Omaha, where we ate at a steakhouse, which was actually pretty good. I believe it was called Casquio's.
Casquio's.
Casquio's, yeah.
Yeah.
Now the steakhouses are pretty expensive around the Omaha area, just because I mean I think there's just a lot of banks around there, so they kind of have a little bit of money for probably some of the people going to it. But Casquio's, I mean, it was a little pricey, but compared to the rest of the prices of steakhouses there, it was actually pretty good food, especially the dessert. The dessert was really good.
Yeah. I'm glad we did that.
Yeah, and then we went to we went on the Bob in the morning, which is basically just a giant bridge that you can like stand in the middle of and be in two states at once.
Yeah, the zoo was really cool.
Omaha has a really cool zoo. Which apparently Reg was giving me shit on because
I'm
she
jealous.
apparently I told you we were going to the zoo.
When you mentioned the Reptarium Dome, I do remember that now that you did tell me that.
Yeah,
but still,
see,
Yeah,
But
how dare you do
still.
something cool?
How dare you go to a zoo without me?
You could have always flown in just for the one little thing.
I was too busy exploring the last frontier.
Yeah, but like you were gonna do that for 2 weeks. You could just fly into Omaha for a day.
exactly. You could have found a bush plane.
Were you guys gonna pay my ticket?
For
Out
the
and back?
no, for the zoo we could. I don't know about the plane ticket. That's not really in our budget.
Oh no, the
but-
plane ticket definitely.
No. You got that part. If you really want to come see it, but we'll get the ticket for the zoo.
Because
got a
I
rock
would have
from
had to.
Can
You
have
guys
that.
could have got me a private helicopter off the ship and back to the ship.
If we had a private helicopter, we wouldn't had to get a rental car.
Yeah, you didn't miss much. Bryce, out of the whole thing, only got a lousy rock.
Hey, it's not a lousy rock. It's an example for my summer camps. That's what it's for.
Oh, I thought you were
They
gonna
can see
say
what a
it's just
geode looks like.
I thought you were gonna say it's just a pet rock.
No, I'm not gonna put eyes on it and be like, well, here's the rock of magic, guys. If it looks at you, you have to be quiet, and it's always looking at everybody.
Couldn't you just like save it for the future and I don't know, start like a new like wedding tradition or something where you just like smash the rock on the ground and be like, yay.
Hey, and now we're married. Everybody, this is how you get married now.
Yeah, you smash a geode on the ground.
But imagine putting a ring in there though. Oh my god, you somehow figure out a way how to put a ring inside the geode, and you could like break it open and be like, "Yep, this is yours now." That's like fire. Do not copyright my idea.
The skates and scratches that thing's gonna get.
Oh,
Rocks
absolutely, yes. But that's not the
smashing
point.
on-
It's about the method, right? I wish I understood what that meant, but
If you know,
That's
you
a-
know.
I
If
really
you know,
do
you
not
know.
I'm not old enough for that, guys.
Don't worry. You'll have to worry about that eventually.
Oh, you have a lot of faith in me.
Yeah, the word.
What was the topic about? We're getting towards Iowa, right? Yeah.
We were getting, so we're getting to Iowa. One last mention I'll say, definitely check out the Desert Dome. If the line is short, definitely take a ride on the chairlift at the zoo because like you get to dangle your legs over like lions and other stuff. So
Yeah, because everyone loves doing that.
it's kind of neat. So then we hightailed it over towards Adventureland, but we made a stop from some of Bryce's research at Zombie Lab or Zombie?
Oh yeah, there's a thing called Zombie Burger Bar and Drink Lab or something like that. In
not foot massage.
where was this at? It was in Des Moines, right?
Yeah, Des Moines. Downtown Des Moines. I'm trying to think of the district it's called. There was some district
got
or
no
something it was
clue.
in.
But it was really good. It's all horror themed and like they have specialty milkshakes and all that. I got a milkshake that had a really funny name that I'm not gonna say it on here. But it was just some you know exactly what I'm talking about.
It can be bleeped the two.
Yeah. I don't think I would see that in the public, to be honest with you, but that was a little scary to see. Not that I'm familiar with it. I just know it's a thing.
Yeah, well,
For legal reasons, guys. I just know it's a thing.
you know.
Yeah,
the-
you had to been there. That's what it was.
the
But
stuff
that was
you
really
learn
good.
from Vine or TikTok or whatever, just word of mouth. Yes, and then burger-wise, I know I got the cremator burger, which was pretty interesting. I think it was like a fried jalapeno or something that was on it, but
I cannot remember what I got. I just know it was good.
yeah,
Might
it,
have
it
been like
was
a
good. Their
barbecue
shakes were
something.
good. Oh, and also check out the bathroom. But yeah,
We did not take any pictures, trust.
leave it up to the surprise. You will be surprised what you see in that bathroom. The theme carries over. Well, we'll just say that.
Yeah, shout out to you if you managed to listen to this and then go to said place and see the bathroom specifically, because that's kind of like that's like elite ball knowledge. Yeah, we will. No, I cannot promise that.
We don't have that budget.
Yeah, I was gonna say we don't have any budget. That's why that's why we got our professional recording studio, which is individual computers.
Yes, so then we entered we got to
Adventureland.
Adventureland. Yeah, so that park was kind of starting not to look as great at first. Fun fact about that park, it's cool when you enter because I believe I read that Walt Disney had inspiration in creating the main street and the main entrance.
What? No, you're here. I was
Oh,
just eating a piece of asparagus. I didn't
oh,
want it to munch
that
everywhere.
sounds fun. No, I just want to make sure because my computer went there for a second. But yep, so rides, long story short, rides were pretty good. To not like beat the dead horse. Monster was of course
That was
surprisingly
really cool.
great as always.
The dark
Fantastic
ride.
ride. Oh, the dark
The
ride, yes.
What was that? Mind blower? Is that not what it's called?
I think it's the underground.
Oh, oh shoot! Wait,
Mind
what's named the
Mind
mind
blower is
blower?
like at Fun Spot, Kissimmee, I think.
Oh, that's where I read that from. Never mind. My bad, guys.
I just by saying that remind me of I think it was a Rick and Morty episode that was like Morty's mind blowers or something. I don't know. I don't want to know what the episodes were about because Rick and Morty get like really weird.
The
I
fortune
promise
cookie
we're not Rick and
episode.
Morty people. Yes. So park is pretty good. Also, Outlaw. So Outlaw may look small, but if you sit in the right spot, especially with those buzz bars. I think it was buzz bars, right? I think all the wooden
Yeah,
coasters there were buzz bars.
yeah, they were.
Yes. You can get some like crazy airtime on that ride
I
if
mean,
you
you were like
know.
practically you started not in your seat.
Oh yeah, yeah. You you have a lot of room to work with the fly out of your seat. So, you have any other notes on Adventureland?
Let me swallow this pork loin real quick. But what's it called? Sorry, I couldn't take a break for dinner, so I had to get my dinner. What's it? No, it was really funny. I liked the park. I didn't expect I was gonna like it that much. We could not find a merch store. That was weird. I have no idea where their merch store is supposed to be at.
Yeah, I think what was interesting about that park is didn't we find okay, I don't want to like give like false information on the park, but I thought we literally almost like walked into a pawn shop in the park.
We did.
Like
They
you could
literally
get
had a flute on sale, like
yeah.
an actual flute,
Yeah,
and it was like
yeah.
$100. And I'm like, well, something's not right here.
And you know what? If you can buy it in the park, you can utilize it. So you can just go like play that flute around the park.
I didn't even think about that. That's actually kind of funny. Our only food we bought in the entire time on this trip, like in a park.
Yeah, we starved ourselves. And then after that, we drove over to Des Moines to finally get to Lost Island, but that's not before we made it to our hotel. I promised Bryce that we were actually gonna go hit something like worthwhile, and apparently he DoorDash. So, fun
Yeah,
fact, you can apparently get DoorDash to your hotel.
and from across like multiple states. Shout
Oh
out
yeah, and
my
with
aunt for that
somebody
one.
else actually purchasing it remotely.
I'm so
Um,
thankful for that. I was so hungry, but I felt so bad. I didn't want to wake you up. I couldn't drive the rental car because I'm not old enough to drive the rental car.
Yeah, so like shout out to Tai Chi Cakes.
Mhm.
Bryce had one of the best. What was it? Wendy's. I think he got Wendy's.
I didn't know you could do all that, but I definitely appreciate it. Well, the
Island.
park was also only open for like a day prior to that point.
That is true. They need a lighting package. That'd be cool to see light across the cornfield. Notably at that park, Volcano, the dark ride, is pretty phenomenal for a regional park,
Oh,
especially
that was
something out
awesome,
that way.
yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. Great theming.
You didn't even get to use your gun, though.
No, I didn't, but the kids like mixed up the guns, so I didn't even know what I was shooting at anyways. Yeah, just my luck to go get a full car and have that. Well, everybody else literally rides that ride with like almost like nobody else in the park, but
Really?
yeah, generally that park is just like dead. There's like nobody. We actually had like a decent crowd.
We were on the Memorial Weekend, though, so I guess I get it.
Yeah, but like it's usually like just bare dead. I don't know.
I mean, we
Maybe
walked on the RMC Raptor like 3 times.
I was gonna say Fire Runner, definitely probably the best single rail coaster
That's the
I've
best one
at
I've been
least been
on,
on
mostly because I've only been on 2, but yeah, I didn't like it either.
at Great Adventure. But yeah, Fire Runner was great. Was it Matugani? What? Wait, don't.
At Montagani.
Yeah, it is Matugani. Yes. That was actually kind of surprisingly good.
I know, I kept wanting to go on it. I actually really liked it.
Yeah, that was a good one. Rest of the time, water ride was closed, but not like we were gonna go on the water ride anyways. The SLC was closed, which
They had a crane working on it.
yeah, they had a crane. I was actually kind of like somewhat relieved that that was the ride that was gonna be closed.
I think if there was any ride that was gonna be closed, I was kinda hoping it would be the SLC, but
Yeah, I would have been heartbroken if Fire Runner was closed, but
mhm.
also shout out the Lost Island for actually having loose item pouches even on Fire Runner.
Mm,
Even though you don't really have much time to actually put your shit in the pouch because it's a
true.
continuous moving platform. But yeah, overall park is great. I'm actually kind of excited to see what they do with it. I would return to it. I would definitely need
Too.
to. Yeah, we would have to add shit. I already forgot the park we just talked about. Adventureland. I would add Adventureland and that and possibly Valley Fair. Maybe Valley Fair. Valley
Which
Fair
we
has
get
to
to
add a new
next.
ride though. Yes, that is our next one. So then we made it the Valley Fair, and also Mall of America, but first Valley Fair. Um, Probably notable there. So Steel Venom, I was really excited to get on a Intamin Impulse coaster that still had the functioning holding brake. I felt like I got socked in the nuts. It was not
I did not have
comfortable.
the same experience. We were on the same ride. I felt it just, like, absolutely obliterate my collarbone, and that was it, but,
It was a
it was. I was a little surprised. Like, I felt like my entire, like, upper chest slammed into that restraint, and I was like, "Oh my god, that knocked the wind out of me."
Yeah, also Valley Fair, like, please, like, do better on that, like, station packing stuff like Steel Venom. Like, that was horrible.
Well, they alternate between station packing and then just not loading anybody for, like, 15 minutes.
Yeah. Ugh, that wasn't great. Wild Thing was a great ride though. Probably the best out of the Morgan hypercoasters, so definitely better than Mamba and Steel Force at Dorney, in my opinion.
Mhm.
Excalibur Open, that was a
Yeah.
surprise. That's literally like a hybrid of. It feels like it's like a hybrid of like Millennium Force, but it's like a lot shorter and like Gemini.
I was gonna say, it kinda reminded me of that too.
And great ride. I mean, a little rough. I didn't think it was that rough, but maybe it depends where you sit. But yeah, that was probably actually I think that was probably my favorite ride there.
If you wanna talk about
Um,
rough, though, oh, man. I was so hyped for Renegade back there, their GCI, and that thing was like, oh my god, that thing hurt so bad. I
oh,
was not ready for that. I was like fighting for my life to be alive during that ride. I was so excited to be like, just really enjoying myself, and about 10 seconds into the ride, like after the drop, I was like, never mind, I'm just trying to survive. There's no more fun anymore.
yeah, that was yeah. I don't. I'm gonna start not trusting what the Thuzies say because they said like, "Ooh, Renegade's like a top wooden coaster and like El Toro's like so amazing." And it's like both of those rides, like I hate to say it, I really think they suck. I
I feel
don't
like
like them.
saying El Toro is like a bad ride is such a hot take, but like genuinely my back was hurting for like 4 days after that ride. The whole rest of the trip, my back was just like blown up from that stupid ride. And it's like I enjoyed it for like like most of it, but it was just like there was parts of it that were really rough. And this is before they retracked. They did retract this year, so I do understand that, and that might be a part of it. But it's like, oh man, that ride was not very enjoyable to say the least. But on the topic
Yeah.
of Valley Fair and Renegade though, yeah, it was just kind of like it's like they need to retrack it because it was super super rough. But it was exciting. That's something.
Yeah, it needs a retrack. Speaking of retracking too, High Roller, I don't know. I don't know if you're just keeping it like for the historical value or something, but like that is like the worst like classic wooden coaster I've ever been on.
Yeah, I had a little higher expectations, but it is really old, so I guess that's fair.
Yeah, like shorten the hill. Please shorten the hill. Actually, no, maybe it's better to be slower because that ride really jolted too. So I don't know. It was okay. Mad Mouse sucked. I'll just say that. Corkscrew sucked like extremely, which is really unfortunate because that's literally their only inverting. Well, not inverting coaster, but coaster that has an inversion in the park. So and no, we got scared away by a thunderstorm. So then we went to Mall of America, and got to our hotel that was attached to Radisson Blue. Shout out, great hotel if you want to have something attached.
Oh, that was very
And
nice.
also shout out to the deal we got from Booking.com for that one. That was like significantly cheaper. Not sponsored, but
Yeah, not yet. You should sponsor us.
yes. I will say if you do want to help the podcast or any of the work we do, if you go to our website and click the Book Now button, it doesn't cost you anything. It just gives the podcast and all the work we do just a little kickback to help us keep the lights on, or pay our domain for the website, or
I was
pay
gonna
for
say
the
keep the lights
podcast
on seems
software.
a little severe, but
Well, who knows? It's coming. Yeah, so Mall of America, we hit a couple shops. We did hit, notably, and we'll get to the park too, but just off the top of my head, we did hit a K-pop store. Because Reg is maybe allegedly into a bit of K-pop.
it was actually for Tay. We're just making this up. It's okay.
Oh,
You can
100%,
you can admit.
100%, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Reg
Def-
does not like K-pop
definitely.
in any way, shape, or
Oh,
form.
absolutely
nope.
hates K-pop.
Mm-mm.
It's okay.
Yeah,
We can
because
announce it on the podcast so you like it. It's fine.
yeah, I like it so much more than her that I can't even announce like all the light sticks she has.
That was really funny trying to figure out like I've never seen these things in my entire life before, and he immediately walks over and goes straight to them, and I'm like, what are these? And he's like, light sticks, and I look and it's like this number is like more than my bank account, and I'm like, oh shoot. Like, are we for real? But apparently they're
mean,
important, so
if we're gonna put like any disclaimer on anything we discuss on this, the light sticks at first glance look like you're going to the back of a Spencer store.
yeah.
Yes, they kind of look like some stuff at first glance. So
A couple of
that's
them
all
do.
I'll say on that. We also, I mean, perfect reaction. Like, I don't know if you said this, Bryce, but it was kind of like, is there really like people that like into this stuff? And then literally like just a bit of a more portly girl. Don't attack me for saying that. I don't know the
The
correct
what?
term, but a little bit heavier set girl. Literally like looks right at the
Oh
K-pop
my god.
store, like gets all giddy and just stomps right in.
She Loki almost ran us over. We turned the corner and she was like she stopped for a second because she realized she was gonna run us over. But it was really funny. I've never seen someone so excited about K-pop.
Well,
I'm not
she
around
was.
people that are very excited about K-pop normally, but you know.
It was interesting. It was cool. Bryce got to try the what was it? The F me up mac and cheese or something.
Oh yeah, from they're on Instagram and TikTok supposedly. I know them from Instagram, but they've it's Roni's Mac Bar. They're based out of Waco. But they had a location. As we were walking by at night, we saw it. We're like, oh my god. I said, oh my god. Taylor was like, what? Oops.
Well, I'm not gonna go eat something that says the F me up mac and cheese. So
Well, that was like my goal. I had to eat this, and like it was really good. I'm not gonna lie, but Yeah, that was very exciting to see that because I've been seeing them on Instagram for like a year, and I'm like, well, I'm never gonna end up in Texas, and it turns out they're in Minnesota.
Yeah, it was interesting. I mean, I I went safer and did the buffalo mac and cheese, which probably still wasn't good, but other people can like vouch maybe in this podcast that I already have like enough issues that I probably shouldn't be having something that's called the F me up mac and cheese. So probably
Yeah,
not a good
fun fact, that
idea.
was our second buffalo mac and cheese on the trip. Like this was a reoccurring theme. Yeah, we had the one at
Forgot
Twisted
about
Ranch. Yeah, Mall of
Um,
America though it's very 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 cool. I definitely recommend it to anyone who's heard of it and is interested in seeing what a mega mall is supposed to look like. It was very fun to walk around. It's very user friendly too. It's literally just a giant square that you have 3 levels for. You can kind of just keep walking around it, and they have a lot of restaurants in one area, and then like the next area has a bunch of shops. They have every store is on like 2 or 3 floors. It's crazy. Like we saw a
oh yeah,
Claire's with like a diagonally up to the left of it was another Claire's, and it's like, what are you gonna do? You'd be like, oh, which Claire's are you? And I'm on the one on the 3rd floor. It's like, what, like which Claire's are we gonna go to today? It's like, where do I want to get my lobotomy at? That kind of thing. Like you
they're
had
just trying to
options.
convince me to go get like a piercing, and I'm like, absolutely not. That sounds
I
like
could see
torture.
it. No, I could see it. Not from Claire's. If you do it from Claire's, you might like actually die. But you know, slight exaggeration, Claire's, in case you're involved in this somehow. But the lobotomy
Yeah,
at Claire's is the running joke.
yeah. They also had an NBA shop, which was kind of interesting too.
Oh, that was cool. Yeah, like the official
Um,
NBA shop. Stop.
yeah, the
Stop.
official
Shop.
NBA shop
Yeah,
and the Tom Brady trading card vault.
they did have that. I
I
saw
don't I
the.
don't know.
There's the if any of you people have seen the video of the guy's fantasy football punishment being for auditioning for the Minnesota Vikings drumline and making it in, that we saw the area where that happened at, which was really funny. I don't know if I ever showed you that, to be honest. I think I mentioned it. You
I
went
don't think
what, and I
I.
never like elaborated.
Yeah, I gotta see that.
Oh, and the theme park
Definitely.
was cool too.
Yeah, theme park was cool. Got to relive a lot of nostalgia. Go on the SpongeBob Rock Bottom Plunge that we mentioned earlier. Which is a pretty cool Eurofighter ride. The Avatar ride was pretty neat. I think probably the best ride in that park, even though everything is technically probably better ride-wise, but just layout, I really like the Pepsi Orange Streak.
Oh yeah, that I kind of liked it, but I didn't like that the cars were so small. Like it's definitely a family ride. Well, what I really didn't like? I didn't like that the Pepsi Orange Streak was green, and then uh they had a ride that definitely sounded like it was green and it was actually orange. And I don't remember which one that was.
I
What was
don't
their
even
orange
remember
ride
what.
there? Because it wasn't Rock Bottom. It wasn't the Fairly Odd Coaster. It wasn't
I
Little
think it was
Kitty
literally called the
Coaster.
Orange Streak at New Jersey.
Oh, yeah, that's yeah.
Oh,
The
or is
orange
it the
streak,
Slime Streak? I don't know.
yeah, the slime streak was an orange track, and the orange streak had slime colored track. Like a little exaggeration, it was a little darker, but it was like, oh, well, this is a little confusing. They're the same style of coaster too, because I remember also not being able to fit like in that one very well. But also that ride never opened at Nickelodeon Universe, the American Dream one. Since I
Also
remember
American
which one it is
Dream.
now. But yeah,
But yeah, great park. It's nice that it's indoors, so you can even go in there like when it's raining and all that. And then the last 2 spots we hit, because we were visiting a family member out that way, was we hit Mount Olympus. Um, and I don't know if we even really have to say much on Mount Olympus. It was literally like if we're
just
gonna
awful.
if we're gonna relate it to anything from like Greek mythology and all that, it was hell. It was horrible. Like the kiddie ride, I if I personally had a kid, I would not feel like comfortable putting my kid on
No,
Pegasus.
that looked like the safest ride there was the little kitty ride. Everything else was like leaving the track while it was going.
Was Pegasus actually staying on the track? That one had the one that looked like it broke your
Oh,
neck.
you're referring to that kitty ride.
Oh no, not the one, not the
The
only
Mini
steel
Titan or Tiny
coaster.
Titan.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, that's what I was
that
referring to. That's the only one that looked like it wouldn't collapse.
yeah. Pegasus looked like a death trap. Cyclops well, I guess they were both death traps because Cyclops literally had like the back wheel like still rolling as it hit the brakes. Hades felt like it was about to collapse your lungs.
Yeah. That
Um,
actually, like, I had such a bad headache from that ride. Everything else of the park stank, so it was so much better to just get on a ride that wasn't actually awful.
yeah, yeah, I agree.
I will
And then
say, I don't have many parks that I don't recommend people, like, not to like, I will recommend people not to go to, but, like, that is, like, the one. That is the one park that I'm like, I would not ever, like, wish this upon someone. Yeah. Like, I'm too scared to go back there, like, for my own safety, which is weird. This only has happened at Indiana Beach, outside of Mount Olympus for me,
Indiana
which
Beach.
I will not go into
Yeah.
Indiana Beach right now, but
We'll talk about that on another episode on some past experiences there. But yeah, so then we visited a relative over there. Who may actually be on the show eventually.
I was gonna
But
say, I think he's in here somewhere.
yeah, he'll be in here somewhere. But yeah, we ate at Strings Ramen, and then we got up early because we had to make it back to Michigan, and we hit Six Flags Great America for a couple hours, where we were disappointed that we couldn't get on Max Force, but we got on Racka
Raka
Racka
Shaka.
Fracka.
Yeah,
Let's
it was
go
running
working
without it was running without the trims on the brake run, and we were in the back row. That thing literally just like tried to like
Yeah,
send you off the ride. It was
yeeted, yeah,
so much
yeah.
fun. I really, really liked it, and I was wondering why I liked it so much more than I remembered. And then I saw online somebody said, "Yeah, it just got trimmed." And I was like, "Oh,
Such a shame. Yeah, and then we did Viper. Viper was Viper. It was okay. It was an okay wooden roller coaster. American Eagle was closed. We did Demon. Demon is cool because all the effects work, but like a typical Aero classic looping roller coaster, it is kind of not great
hurt."
on your ears. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, like,
Our worst decision was going on X Flight though.
well,
Not because the ride was bad, but because they were running one train ops, and they kept like spawning people in from the disability thing. Like every train had at least 3 or 4 rows of that because it was super busy for on a Tuesday. Because of course with all the school kids, so we literally waited like an hour and a half with Fastlane because we want to get through the park in 3 hours. We didn't.
yeah, that was a little rough, and I mean, I think it's kind of one of the weaker wing coasters, to be honest. It has some cool like effects, I guess, with the head chopper effects and all that, but I don't know, it was okay. Goliath was good too. Still one of the weaker RMCs, but I mean, I guess what it does with its layout, it kind of still gives a punch.
Mhm.
Batman, well, you ride
The
one Batman, you
smoke!
rode all of them.
The
Oh,
smoke was, working. They were
oh,
literally
yeah.
disassembling one of the cars, though, like, on the side, so it was also running one train.
Yes, but with all the effects working, also was like weird to hear the Seal song. I forgot what it's called. It's like y'all know what it is, but the one
I
popular
have
Seal song was
no
just
clue what you're talking about.
playing in the tunnel, and it was like really weird. But yeah, that was great. Joker, I still don't like the 40 free spins that much,
You
but
don't like them?
I don't know, I get like nauseous. I
They're,
don't
like,
like that
intense.
you're like throwing you're not secure. You're kind of just throwing like a beanbag.
But that's, like,
Um,
fun. I like it, like, how intense they are. Like, it's kind of a unique experience. And I guess
it's
it
okay.
technically is always unique, too, because it's like, I just saw a video of somebody being like, "Count how many times I flip on this," and they literally flipped, like, 80 times. Like, I don't know how they managed to do that, but we only got, like, 3, and they were, like near the end, they literally were just doing barrel rolls over and over again, and I was kinda like, "I wish we did that."
Yeah, so if anybody's like at the park, like eventually, and you're like, I don't know, wanna meet up sometime in the future and we can try to figure out this whole equal weight distribution on Joker or Tumbili at King's Dominion or one of those, let us know.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
for the record.
if we can work out the physics together, that'll be perfect. Yeah,
We'll
the
see.
reward for anything and everything will be a sticker.
You'll be a
There's
sticker.
no such thing. But,
Um
yeah, I think that kind of clears up that park.
that
I don't
actually
think there's.
that wraps everything up, for the most part.
Oh, yeah,
Besides
we
hitting
made it
like the
home.
Sky Oasis on the way back.
I was thinking the same
But
thing. That yeah, it was like the older Oases on on the I-80, I want to say, like near Chicago, are the ones that are connected over the road, because then you don't have to build 2 separate buildings for it, but they're slowly taking them out because they can't work on the road while they're there. And it was kind of cool to actually go on the side of one of those.
No, it was. That was a unique experience. It's gonna be a shame when they're kind of all gone. I mean, even though they kind of look a bit dated, but it was kind of cool. Yeah, and then with that, we turned the Mazda back in eventually after closing on us and not giving us a spot to return the keys for the rental car, and that concluded that trip. Next week, we'll be going over Reg's experience in Alaska and on the Norwegian Joy.
Funny nickname.
The Norwegian Joy.
That scared me. I was not ready for your audio to be so loud.
She returned.
that actually got me. That woke me awake.
I'm sorry. Okay, my cat turned off my computer while you guys were talking.
Happened?
Yeah, that's why I disconnected.
We didn't even say anything. I just saw you disappear and I went, "Oh, she's gone."
Yeah. No.
Your cat turned off your computer?
Yeah, my Maine Coon son stepped on the power button of my computer. Yeah.
You gotta get a cover for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so funny.
But
that was what is it? This is dang. We got a 2-hour long introductory episode. This is kind of crazy. Yeah, we will attempt not to make it this long. This was just our getting used to figuring out how to yap with each other while doing this like slightly professionally.
Yeah, and also it was a pretty heavy announcement season in the past month, and a lot of stuff is opened.
We also won't be taking week-long trips every single week, so we don't exactly have stuff to report on that every single time.
Oh, definitely. I think probably just to give a teaser for next week, we'll probably be going over more because we also cover this on the site. Some of the concerts we've been to, some of the Broadway things we go to, especially next week we're seeing American Idiot, which is gonna be really cool. On Broadway.
Shout out Green Day? Question mark?
Yeah, shout out Green Day.
Oh shoot, Jimmy Eat World's this Friday?
Yeah, it's this Friday.
Ah, man. I totally forgot about that. I was thinking about going, and I now have 3 commitments, so this is not gonna work. I know, I could have thought about sneaking in there, but
make it the 4th one.
Yeah, that I have a feeling I might not be able to do that, but it's okay. You'll just have to record everything and post it online because everyone loves watching that.
Yeah, the music artists love when people do that. But yeah, we'll cover Alaska. I'm sure there's probably going to be more news coming up just on some stuff that hasn't been announced yet. Also, we have a YouTube channel, so check out some very mediocre Meta Glasses roller coaster POVs shot with permission from the parks, because they did allow that at the Six Flags parks.
They didn't directly tell us we're allowed to. It just says it on the website. So we're basically given hand permission by them, like the CEO of Cedar Fair gave us permission.
Yes, by some press document that is on the website.
I might
don't know
have
about Enchanted
said some
Parks.
stuff.
Enchanted
Yeah,
Parks,
we were unsure about that. Don't
we got some
sue
stuff.
us.
So don't come after me with some sideways POVs and all that. I mean, you can. I mean, it's a free country. You can say all you want, but believe me, I'm aware it's mediocre. So
I might have been talking in a couple of them. I'm not even gonna lie. I was just living it up.
I think that might be the case.
I'm too scared to watch them.
Also, check out our TikTok, which is actually it's slowly been getting followers. So thank you for everybody responding in the comments. And if you want us to discuss anything on the show, let us know. I mean, it's pretty much open book, especially once it gets to sports season. Ugh.
Oh yeah, we have our professional sports resident Tail over here.
Oh yeah, totally. I know so much about sports.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're the Lions.
Yeah,
maybe
yes, that is a good start. We can work from that.
I think they make home runs often.
Hey, man, I'm just gonna start talking about the Tigers, and I realize we're supposed to be ripping up this episode. The Tigers are back to doing good, guys. That's all I'm gonna say.
Bryce will start the episode next week on his current opinions on the Tigers.
The Tigers are 6-1 in the month of June, guys.
Yeah,
We're good again.
We'll see if that changes by next week.
Yeah.
All right.
Please be good
Well,
again.
check out the website. Check out TikTok. Like us on TikTok. If you think we're not that annoying. And
Follow
yeah,
us on Instagram, of course. I got that
and
one
follow
too.
us on Instagram. Subscribe on YouTube. If you feel like it, if you have
Basically,
like
become
1
our
second.
stalkers. We're
Yeah,
inviting you
stalk
to.
us. We're okay. Yeah. So thank you for listening. Anybody else got any notes? Anything I missed on here?
Nah, just try not to do a Midwestern goodbye, because I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm very
no.
worried about this.
I'm
It's just
gonna-
something
I'm
we have
gonna-
to deal with. Gosh, what a
I'm
shame.
gonna put like the Wild West Showdown music to end the show or something like
what?
that. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
You'll find out.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen to this, and there's just gonna be like pew pew pew, just random like noise sound effects going on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like and you're boom or something like that. Just little sound effects.
All right.
Vine boom
Well,
sound effect.
We always try to record on Monday or Tuesday night. We should have another episode next week. We may put a break episode a couple times here and there, just so we don't like really bore you to death, because eventually there's not going to be much to talk about. So if we don't have an episode, there's probably not much to talk about. So
Yeah, it'll be like it's like off season time, like we got a lot of stuff going on now, but like when it gets to like January and there's like literally nothing happening, we don't want to get in a call for an hour and just be like, yeah, so I miss roller coasters.
yeah, we'll go scan the roller coaster Reddit and like see everybody like
I don't
talking
wanna
about the
go there.
500-foot roller coaster. That's gonna
The
go
next
into
Saudi
Lake
Arabian
Erie.
one.
Yeah, the next Saudi Arabian
Oh.
one. And
You mean the one the
all
Dippin'
that.
Dots guy talks about?
Yeah, the lemon chill guy. He always talks about it. I've heard he's very reliable, but
Mhm.
I've yet to meet this guy, so I hope to meet him eventually. Well, that'll wrap it all up. Thank you for listening to the Coast N Tiki podcast, and keep on coasting.
See you next week.
Take care. See ya.
Adios.
Thank you for listening to tonight's episode of the Coast N Tiki podcast. For all of our listeners out there, keep on coasting.